it's your girl Empress Aura, and I'm back with another video. I was supposed to edit this video for you guys a long time ago, literally 4 months ago. You see it on the screen. And I took this fungi meets the blockchain trip to Detroit, and it was amazing. Can we first get into that sunrise before I go any further? Look at the sky and this bit right here. It's so beautiful. The sun, so beautiful, God's creation. But yeah, I'm gonna walk you guys through this trip because it cost me less than $10, $7.80 to be exact. And if I could do it using my Harbor Rewards points, so can you. Literally, I've been telling you guys about this affiliate program since last year, maybe since 2019. Literally, share your links, get your rewards, take your trips. Share your links, get your rewards, and take your trips. I don't know what it is about the runways, but whenever I'm traveling, I love to capture the takeoff and the landing, especially when you land at night, because the skyline looks so beautiful when you're looking down and you see everything lit up, the whole city. So yeah, this was us taking off on the good old JetBlue, and stay tuned for the rest of the video.
And seeing your grandfather or great-grand or whoever out there.
Yeah.
You can hold it in that crystal. You could literally, we have zip drives and shit like that. That's the zip drive on the spiritual plane.
Yeah.
So now you could literally put that spiritual blueprint or that map in that crystal. You know what I mean? Through your astral.
I got to be able to make you work it that way. So I keep looking at you like that. I don't know what's up with you. So 7. 7 is the magic number. We found that 7 is the magic number for a wonderful mushroom experience and having sex. It's the number. Aphrodisiac type kind of energy, and it's sacred, and it's beautiful, and it's magical, and it's necessary. And so everybody go and do 7 tonight with somebody. Any other questions?
Okay.
Was born Justin Petty. We'll get more into that. I claimed the name Mudu Baki through a series of initiations that I went through. And this is what we're going to talk about. We're talking about currency of consciousness in real estate. And what I'm going to talk about, because these are very varied topics that we're talking about. I'm going to talk about real estate, but I'm also talking about psychedelics and the role it plays in financial wealth and well-being. And what I've learned from real estate. Of course, anyone that's in real estate knows it's impossible for me to cover everything within this time allotted. But hopefully I'll be able to share some things that'll help you, motivate you, give you insight. So it's going to be a nice adventure. Once again, my name is Baba Mudu Baki. I received that name working with the Morite Brotherhood of West Africa, Senegal, where I was initiated. The full name is Ser Mudu. Anger, sadness, lack. You go through these chambers, and as you conquer these chambers, you learn to walk in the realm of the Duat. As you learn your rank in the realm of the Duat, you also learn how to bring things back into the waking realm. This is why when Asar won his battle, he was crowned the ruler of both night and day. And that's the reason that we partake in these sacred rites, to be rulers of the night and day. It's just not good enough to be a Reiki master. It's not good enough to be a seer. It's not good enough to have the ability to touch hands. It's also your ability to construct real houses, your ability to feed people, your ability to secure your physical reality and your spirituality, because we're multidimensional beings. We don't just exist in spirit. We don't just exist in the unseen realms of reality. The right hand path being all about the physical understanding. We are masters of both, and we have to understand that. The role and the goal and the war that we're in is the Luciferian, Jehovah, Asar, Set, whether you talk about the Pleiadians and the Syrians, whether you want to talk to Anunnaki, this is the same story. You want to talk about Jehovah, it's the same story. As African people, we are rooted in our Syrian concept, so to us it's Asar versus Set. It's the same story. And in the same story, what you'll find is that neither side is the ruler. As divine beings, consider yourself a niece or a nephew. On one hand, the left-hand path, the path of light and righteousness and spirit. For me to do business with him, same thing. Now, let's suppose in the real world humans make mistakes. So how do we protect them, the aspect of us, potentially one of us running off? Yeah, we form an LLC and we assign values to it. So you can't go anywhere with it, because to do anything you need our signatures. So now we all safe and protected. Did we spend one dime? We didn't spend one dime. Only thing I spent was gas money. Only thing she spent was printing out paper from her printer. Only thing he spent was putting up his credit to get pulled. Did we take one dime out? No. So we see it all the time. How you make money, how you get real estate with no money? Simple, it's relationship building. This is why psychedelics and wealth are united. Because psychedelics is all about refining yourself to be the best person you can be, to be that impeccable, responsive person.
And how I got my start in crypto was like, I had started a spiritual journey. I was broke. I asked God, like, just show me the direction, basically. You know, I started going on a spiritual journey, and then I started hearing about, I was watching a bunch of self-help on YouTube and all this stuff, and I came across this guy who was doing self-help videos. He started talking about Bitcoin. Just like everybody talking about Bitcoin and crypto, get in now, you're gonna get rich, get in now. And he had this thing that he was doing, he had an affiliate program going, and I said, I ain't got no money, I gotta get in now. So I borrowed $30 from my mom, and I tried to get in. I was like, I'm gonna put $30 in, and he said, it might make you, $200, $300. I got $30. So I had to pay the fees and everything. I put $27 into crypto. And what ended up happening was I forgot about it. In about 2 weeks, I had $500 worth of crypto.
Wow.
And I was able to, from there, I was like, it's, it's harder to rob a bank than it is to rob me. I mean, I don't know, but, that's something that it gives you that security. They also do loans, borrowing, lending, and they also reinvest. The crazy thing is when they reinvest, they usually just keep the money for themselves, their overhead, their employees, their CEOs, and the board and stuff like that. So I'll end it here. But with this, you can do a lot of things, because if you want to be the bank, the first thing you got to do is you got to have liquidity. When people go to the bank and they try to withdraw their money out, if they can't, you're going to have a big problem. So in a decentralized network, you just have a network, and you create something that's called a liquidity token, where you can be a liquidity provider. Now, this allows me and you to be our own banks. I can say, hey, I got extra money in the bank. I could lend it to him for him to trade. Or, if you want to buy a house, I can lend you some money to buy a house, and I'll become a liquidity provider and earn on that.
Do you control the interest on that?
The interest is set by the protocols ahead.
Oh, gotcha.
And what's cool is the interest should be in the blockchain already. So one of the key things about blockchain is transparency. So you want to be able to see, you can go and look at all this stuff ahead of time. Like we mentioned fractional reserve banking. Like, do you know how much money your bank actually has on hand at any given time? Or how much they fractionally reserve? You don't. What they did was they inflated the supply. They just come and say, I got $1 million, I'm gonna loan him $1,000 for a house, him $1,000. We don't know if they have money or not. If we all went to the bank and tried to withdraw at the same time, they would be in trouble.
Liquidity issue.
It's a liquidity issue. So yeah. So with these networks, that creates a whole bunch of opportunities. You can be the person who provides liquidity. you can actually make money on borrowing because you're contributing to the network. You can make money holding. So you say you have your cryptocurrency sitting in a wallet. Well, these networks, there's something called proof of stake, where if you lock up your money for a time that you choose, then they'll give you a percentage on that. This is the easiest passive income you're ever gonna find, ever. I'm talking 10%, 15%. The bank is giving 0.01 to 0.1 on average for you depositing your money. And what are they gonna do? They're gonna reinvest it, lend it out. And to borrow, we already talked about the issue with borrowing, and they're not. So we talked about the importance of the nodes, helps us against attacks, corruption. We got future terrorism. I wanted to touch on that in a little bit, manipulation, because we're talking about data. Everything is going to be data, self-driving cars.
Yep.
You guys hear about AI. You hear about nuclear codes, all that stuff. Like future terrorism is kind of like a big thing, because if I'm a terrorist, if I can control everybody's car, I can make them all crash into each other. And boom, new type of terrorist attack. So if we have all that data that's telling these cars where to go and what stoplight is there in one place, and somebody hacks that one place, then we have new types of terrorism. So the blockchain helps us fix that as well, to where if they try to hack his node, you still got your node. You still got, we'll go with the 51%, what they're saying, instead of this 1%.
Do you think it's important for us to learn about smart contracts? Because I know people who know how to code, if they know how to do smart contracts, they can program the ledger to do certain, like give it certain tasks to do without you even knowing anything from the front end, because they control the back end.
In my opinion, it depends. If you're really into coding and computers and stuff, then yeah. But in my opinion, that's a little old.
Yeah.
What you want to learn is how to use smart contracts.
Okay.
To apply them, because what's happening is there's platforms who are building things where if you want to do a smart contract, you can just go to the platform and tell it, and but you want to know how to be able to use that in order to do something with it. So actually, just like the internet, you don't need to know how HTTP works.
Right.
You know that you gotta type that in. You gotta type in www.
Right.
You don't know what those protocols. Those are just protocols.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
just learning how to use them is probably where the value is.
Okay. Thank you.
Itself to the restaurant, pick up your food, pay for the food, drive itself back. If there's a problem and you need a refund, the car can go back and you can get your refund without doing anything except for picking up your phone and saying, okay, I agree, allow. So once you have all these systems working together, this is definitely the future. But we have to decentralize it. If we don't decentralize it, then we're just giving our value to the same centralized organizations who have failed us before when it comes to keeping our data safe. I don't know if you got T-Mobile, but they just had a data hack recently. I got to worry about if people on the dark web got my social. I already know they do. I already know they do. Because all the centralized things, they keep getting hacked. And to them, it's just the price of doing business now. I'm gonna make $1 million, I gotta pay $5 million for fines. People losing their data, fine.
Wow.
95 million left. So decentralizing these things and using crypto actually helps us to get more together in a way where we can eliminate some of the things that humans are inherently bad at, like getting mad at each other and not wanting to keep our end of the deal, or underperforming and expecting the same price, and all these different things that can happen. So once you have a smart, that's how they do it. They make it so that in order for you to get your centralized fiat currency into crypto, you have to go through a centralized situation. So this is where you'll hear a lot of people say in crypto opting out. So you'll opt out of the regular financial situation by using a centralized exchange, but then after that, hopefully you'll never have to use them in the future. But as it's set up right now, it's very tough to go from cash to crypto unless you're selling it directly to somebody or using a centralized entity, because our dollar is a centralized currency, so they're not going to let that go. They're never going to let that go. So in order for us to participate, we go through. I always tell people go into Coinbase, buy some crypto, and send it to your MetaMask. Send it somewhere where you have your keys. Then you're decentralizing yourself.
Can you also send it to your cold wallet too?
Yeah, your cold
Yeah,
wallet.
okay.
A cold wallet is just like a MetaMask. A MetaMask is like a hot wallet.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, a cold wallet just means it's not connected to the internet. It's on a drive
Device.
somewhere. Like
Yeah.
Bob Kalendi's drive. That's his cold wallet, and it holds his private keys.
Learning how to master the energy through the breath is very important. They say Qigong comes from China 4,000 years ago, but that's not true. Human beings, sentient beings throughout the multiverse have been figuring out ways to harness the life force. And through harnessing the life force, you can reverse the aging process. You can cure sickness. You could do all kinds of different things. You won't come home the same. But at that moment, she was able to say, Dooley, I feel calm. It's been such a long time that she felt that she didn't even know what that meant. People come to me for sexually transmitted diseases. I get a lot of clients that have herpes. Water moccasin deals with that. I have people that some brothers can't get it up. We have some joints for the brothers to get what they call it
Libido.
Not that motherfucking libido. Yeah, libido. Get your libido up. Yeah. Save some damn marriages out in this shit. You know what I mean? So I know I don't have that much time, but I'm just trying to share. And this is part of our legacy. This is part of our heritage. And if you see, especially a lot of these animal medicines, they're already in the pharmaceutical industry.
This whole event was a vibe, y'all. Very informative. By the end of the night, I couldn't wait to get back to the hotel and lay it down. I stayed at the Siren Hotel. I believe this is a $200 and something or maybe $100 and something a night boutique style hotel, and it was a vibe in there, y'all. It was kind of spooky in the hallway a little bit to me, but overall, it was a vibe. Very petite room, but it was nice. You needed the little card key to start the elevator, and I wasn't sure how to operate that, so I had to actually go back down the hall and get somebody to help me out, and I was like, oh, that's how you do it? I felt kind of slow, but once I got it, I was like, okay, let's get it. But the views from my window of the city was nice. It was like, okay, detail. But yeah, it was a vibe. I really enjoyed myself. I had a wonderful time, and I liked it. It was quaint. It was peaceful. It was just for one day. So, I mean, you can't beat that, y'all. Using Hopper rewards and flying around and staying places for the low, like, you really can't beat that. So this is my room. And like I said, nice, quaint, petite. I kind of sat back. I was watching Jason's Lyric. I never watched Jason's Lyric before all the way to its entirety. So I took the time there to do so. And here's the bathroom. The bathroom was quaint. I find that a lot of rooms now are starting to do the one little piece of glass in the shower. The Airbnbs be like that too. But outside was a vibe. I really like the view of outside my room with the graffiti on the building. Like, yeah, that was a vibe. I like that a lot. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. my God, I had such a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day today in Detroit. First time ever in Detroit. They wanted to hang out tonight. They was like, girl, you hanging out tonight? I'm like, I gotta catch my flight in the morning. So I didn't want to be out super late. So yeah, I like little touches like that. Overall, Detroit was a wonderful trip. I like things like that. But I wanted to share this last thing with y'all. 5 ways to travel on a budget if you are an avid traveler who loves to travel like me. Number 1, affiliate programs. I save so much money and make so much money on affiliate programs. I got courses, ebooks, PDFs, everything, teaching y'all how to get these coins using affiliate marketing. So that is number 1 for me. Number 2, compare multiple search engines like Momondo, Skiplag, and many others to do flight comparisons. Number 3, get you a travel advisor. Hire you a travel agent to save you time and money. The best deals on when and where to fly. Number 4, payment plans. I got the plug on that. And number 5, group trips. Everything is going digital. Follow us for more tips and tricks on travel at Divine Feminine Travel Group here on YouTube and on Instagram. So there's one last thing, right? I've been telling y'all about Hopper. If you look at the screen on the top, you see that it says $10 there, but then it switches to $400. It's actually way more than $10 in my wallet, and I'm about to show y'all. It's crazy because I just had another thing to claim. Somebody else used my link, and when I claimed it, it went from $1,260 right back up to, drum roll please, $1,310. So I got $440 worth of hotel perks and $1,310 worth of flight perks. I took the screenshot there because listen, we going somewhere. So guys, we're headed to the end of this video. I just wanted to share that with you because if I can do it, guys, you could do it. It's literally download the app, share your links, get your coins, take your trips. Download the app, share your links, get your coins, and take your trips. I have started a community called the Soft Life Society membership community. It is a all-women's community, and it's all about us getting together, collaborating about helping one another to reach each other's goals and get to our softest version of ourselves, living a nice, peaceful, relaxful life, hustling soft, not hustling hard. So if you are about that life, make sure you click on the link in the description below and we'll get you started into the society where you can get a bunch of cool gems, a bunch of knowledge, a bunch of tools and resources, and connect with a bunch of other dope women. So I hope you'll join us. And it's about being spoiled. It's about being outside. It's about showing out, and it's about living your best dag on life. Okay, we are outside this summer. We are getting to the coin, and we are about glowing up and becoming the best version of ourselves. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for taking so long to edit this for you guys. I know it's been 4 months long, but I finally got it done, and I promise to keep you posted on all the new coming up. All right, so until next time, like and subscribe. Peace.